Noahrite's game has played 2 or 3 games, 3 or 4 games probably since the first video in his ranked journey. And now he's around 300 ELO, so down quite a bit. So here he is playing as Cumans in red, against Italians in blue on Arabia. Spoke to him last time about making villages and building farms. Those were his goals. So let's see how he gets on. Okay, not built villages just yet. Got 2 houses and is taking food, which is good. No room here for any farms later, but just the basics. Let's see what the opponent's doing. The opponent looks a little bit more confident playing standard. 6 villagers taking sheep, another to wood. Although, you know, slightly higher up might make a lumber camp in this case instead of taking a straggler trees. So we're going to go a little bit quicker through this. There we go. Okay, taking sheep. He's up to 5 villagers, and opponent's on 9. Let's have a look at the idle TC. So yeah, 1.5 minutes of the 3.5 minute game time. It's been ideal TC so far. Okay, it's good. We got 6 villagers on food and villagers now making a lumber camp to go onto wood. So maybe slower than usual, but at least you know, standard sort of start here. Let's see what Blue's doing. Blue's only just going to a lumber camp now, having been taking straggler trees for a little while. Has brought in a boar. Which red? Our player's not done yet. Run out of food under the town centre, and what's he gonna do? Oh, maybe they're just chilling a bit. No, we're gonna build a house. Again, not the ideal. Excuse me, that's a mill, not a house. Just a random mill right there next to the town centre. More villagers going to wood. And some more houses in case he gets pop capped. Okay, so this mill here could be on the berries, in which case he could take the free food there. Then we could also go out and take the boar if he wanted to at this point. I guess he's saving up for farms. That's the reason for the mill. Okay, we got no, right, it's not actually too far behind on villager counts, only 4 behind at the minute. Blue, our Italians player, is on his way up to feudal age. Wow. 12 villagers taking the berries and a barracks, which would be interesting to see what he's going to do with that now. Might just be defensive. Seem like Noahrite's got too much to worry about, still being in Dark Age. He's getting a farm eco up. 8 farms. Which I think Blue will have to do the same, but shortly when these run out. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so it doesn't look like our blue player's going to go for any sort of aggression. Noahrite is busy at home building farms, so it's a nice farming eco. Food will last a while. Good number of villagers on wood, 9. 11 villagers on farms. And only 2 villagers behind in the villager count. So definitely improved there since the first game. So it looks like these sheep are going to be stolen by the enemy. I think Noahrite did not scout around his base thoroughly at the start. Went straight out instead over here. Okay, looks like both players are just adding villagers and adding economy at this point. Okay, alright, it's gone to gold. Does actually have a decent economy for Castle Age at this point, if he can add gold, so that's good. He's in feudal age now, I guess. Just need to build the buildings, idle a little bit, and then he could go up. Okay, there we go, market, blacksmith. That's really good. What's blue gonna do? Walling off. He fears the attack from Noahrite. Little does he know. Nothing to fear. Oh, this is nice. Stone gates. He's gonna make a little arena for himself. Taking more stone here. Okay, we've got Castle Age from Noahrite. Brilliant. Second town centre is Cumans, so the next town centre can be built now. It's quite a nice way to use Cumans sometimes if you don't want to go for the full 2 TC boom, is to add the second town centre on the way up to Castle Age. Especially at this level. Let's think what Red could choose to do now in Castle Age. There's plenty on gold and food, so could go stables to start to attack. Cumans, step lancers or knights. Should maybe use his scout to find out what's going on with blue space here, because obviously he's walling up, which would indicate he wants to be safe, wants to go longer game. Second barracks out the front. Okay, Noahrite's only 2 villagers behind now. Having added that second town centre. Adding houses, because he got housed, that's good. Good reaction. And going to stone. These villagers are just chilling out in the town centre. We could ask him about that at the end. Find out what they were doing. So yeah, villager count isn't climbing very high, and he's floating, 500 food, 500 gold. What would be really nice, instead of floating that, and if it's not going to be invested quickly into new villages, is just a stable, a barrack stable out the front, and then build some knights, at least to go and try and do some damage to, raid and stuff where he can. It would prevent, especially with blue behind walls, it would prevent him from expanding out and building castles and taking map control like this. So yeah, if Noahrite could have built a stable or 2 and a few extra knights, that would have been good. But the game's hard and there's lots to concentrate on here with villagers. So third town centre covering stone, that's really nice. So that was pretty good here. We have a town centre that defends wood and gold here. We have a town centre to defend his farms and a town centre to defend his stone, so it's a good setup. I think that's... okay. Blue is going for Genoese crossbows. And I think that is a scary unit for the Cumans, who would probably like to go into some sort of cavalry, whether it be Kipchaks or Knights, Step Lancers. Okay, we'll move it along a bit whilst this develops. Actually, Noahrite 63 more villagers than blue now. Really good. Really good adding villagers and really good resource count, like for Imperial Age even. It could go up. So let's have a look. At this point, what could Red consider doing? Imperial Age. Well, that food's gone. I guess it's gone into. Okay, more villagers, but that's fine. 36 minutes. He probably should consider either going to Imperial Age and upgrading units to produce, or just building those stables that we talked about and going more into a Castle Age push. Maybe trying to raid the enemy if he can. Though if he had scouted, he would see these two castles and realise that the base can't really be pushed with knights. Blue's been very careful to not overchop, so I mean it's very safe. It's a very safe setup. This he's not getting raided anytime soon. But Red's got a very good lead, 76 villagers to 68, but no military, and this is scary. Blue's going to be in Imperial Age very soon. So I think I can see what's going to happen here. Idle villagers. Idle villagers. So the villager count's good, but not all of them are working. Okay, we've got a castle. Nice spot for a castle. That's on a hill. Defends his town centres here. Here. Red might want to consider some walls, like here, maybe. You know, just to defend this gold a bit better. But I think at this point, okay, fletching, so he's probably going to go for unique unit. Okay, I was about to say add farms, which he's doing here, which is good. It'd be nice to see these villagers go to work. It would be like send some of them off to gold here, some of them to food, and then we need those stables to try and spam units out. Although, you know, stables aren't going to be much good against Genoese crossbows. Have a bonus against cavalry. And Condottiero. I'm quite sure that our player is going to be dead here. Okay, here again we have the villagers. Are they going to take gold? They're kind of doing a funny dance. No. Okay, if they could take gold, could produce some military. Could be siege, like Onager line. It's going up to Imperial Age. It looks like. Okay, we haven't seen any units being made yet, but. Okay, here we go, Kipchaks. I think that Red's had quite a solid game in terms of economy this time. Obviously there's more work to be done if the farms could come up sooner than they did. So economy-wise, was really good. Like outplayed the opponent there, 98 villages to 85. I think that just not having built any military is what's going to let him down here. Yeah, Blue's going to have Trebs, Genoese crossbows, sorry, elite Genoese crossbows, and Condottiero. So. Yeah, it's just hard to counter. Skirmisher would do well against the Genoese crossbows, but not against the Condottiero. I think a mixture of skirmisher and cavalry is probably would have been the way to go here. It's why I mentioned at the start to get those stables up partway through Castle Age, but it's gonna be Kipchak's, but unfortunately 11 bony. Okay, it has some archery upgrades, but I think these are gonna build up now. Yeah. And there we go. Remember that Noahrite and Ready's very new. It's probably his 5th or 6th game, perhaps. It's only 11, so just started playing. There goes the town bell. And GG. Game over. Let's have a look at the. Well, I mean, there's not much to look at on the military timeline, but economy. We saw that Red produced more villagers, but this didn't actually result in higher number of resources collected. 33,000 to Blue's 50,000. And I think that was due to the fact that a lot of villagers were idle a lot of the time, so not bringing any resources in. In terms of transitions through the ages, Red was really good to Feudal Age and Castle Age in terms of like a fast castle sort of build, but slow to Imperial Age, which meant I guess he was waiting until Imperial Age came in to build military. But because it came in so late, it was kind of too late to start building it up. So let's bring Noahrite in and ask his opinion on the game. So first of all, Noahrite, well done for your meeting your 2 goals that we set, which was building farms and building villages. You did very well. You built 98 villages before the end and 32 farms. You feel you did well with that?
Not on the military side things. I was like, I didn't know he was raiding. I thought, well, he might be doing the same as me because we might need a lot of resources to raid. And I was like, oh, he's turned up with a lot. So what I did, I didn't panic straight away. I tried to bring in the units I did have. I didn't see his big army, like you did, obviously. But they died. So I was like, town belt. And I was like, let's see how long I'll last.
And then the game's over.
Like, straight.
So how about to ask you about the villagers that were in your town centre? What were they doing? The ones that were being built into your town centre?
Well, if a scout or something comes up, then shoot them.
So they were just there as defensive in case something came.
Well, you said defending.
Yeah, so the positioning of your town centres are really good because they defended like all your different resources. So really good placement for them. But you don't need to keep villagers in them all the time. You can just put villagers in them if something comes near.
Well, if there's an army or like
because if those villagers are working, they're bringing in resources. Yeah. So that's what we noticed.
So I tried to keep them long as last.
Despite you having more villagers, you brought in less resources, and that's because of idle villagers.
Well, the only issue is, right, I had villagers. I didn't know what to do with them because sometimes I had villagers and I didn't know they were idle. So and I was worrying what was going on after because, like, I was hoping, oh, I hope he ain't got more economy than me. Economy was one of my main goals.
So if you got idle villagers, take them.
Yeah.
If you got a lot of wood, you can build some farms with them.
Yeah, but thing is, you have to look at everything.
Yeah, I know, it's a hard game. If you haven't got a lot of wood, you can build a mining camp and just take gold or stone. It's never a bad thing having lots of castles.
Not really.
So next time, focus on that maybe.
No, stone. Gathering is dotted and very far apart.
So in the next game that you play, what I want you to do is try and work on having 40 villagers on food, 30 on wood, 20 on gold, and 10 on stone. That's 10 difference between each one. Okay, and that would total up the 100 villagers which you nearly had. Okay, and try and distribute them over there.
How many did I have in the end?
The key thing though, said in the game, is you said at the start you didn't build military. So it would be nice to see if you're floating resources, if you see your resource count too high, but you don't want to go to Imperial Age yet, add a couple of stables, build some military. You don't have to go mad. You don't have to build like 100. You just build 6 or something. and go to the enemy's base. You might find villagers walking around doing nothing, and you can attack them.
Well, the only issue I saw when I was thinking about attacking was I need to build more town centres, and that's when I built, like, I don't think you mentioned this, like, I had built a mill in the back.
A mill.
I don't think you mentioned it. It was like back of my base.
Okay, good luck with your next game.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, and see you on the next one.